Right, to provide more analysis, we're joined from Cairo by Dr. Mustafa Khedewi, Assistant Professor of Law and International Relations, and from Ohio by Dr. Hassan Abdel Fattah, Professor of International Systems and Business Analysis. Good evening to you, sir. And welcome to Think Tank. Let me start with Dr. Khedewi. Dr. Khedewi, does the deliberate U.S. targeting of Iranian water and energy facilities constitute a clear violation of international humanitarian law?
Well, thank you so much for having me. Well, the law here is not the hard part. The law is settled. What is contested is the intent. And let's start with what is international humanitarian law says. Because international humanitarian law is very clear about the prohibition of targeting any civilian facilities. And of course, the Geneva Conventions, the additional protocol has already explicitly mentioned that drinking water installations, irrigation works, and food production are within the facilities that is considered as civilian facilities. So international humanitarian law classifies water and energy facilities as civilian objects. However, these facilities may lose the protection only if they have been used for a direct military purpose. And this is what the United States is trying to promote, as the Pentagon disputes that it is deliberately targeting civilian infrastructure, because the United States claimed that the strikes were targeting radars and other facilities which they consider as a legitimate target. However, if we look carefully over what happened over the last few days or the last week, we will see that the targets was very straightforward and was targeting to these facilities. It was not something as of like, a bomb that is actually exploding near these facilities. It was a targeted hit. And this what puts this situation in a deliberate action, and accordingly, it raises the question about the war crime. Many would say that this would actually consider it as a war crime. But the point here that it's not a single incident, because even a few days ago, another incident in which the United States has targeted civilian facilities was direct hit, which means that this is not a single incident. It was targeted facilities. So in short, what I want to say here that the striking water and the energy facilities is clearly prohibited in international law unless these facilities have been used for military or by the military to provide only military. But what we have seen that the population of Iran or some parts of Iran has actually suffered of this water facilities destruction. But what I can say here that it's clear violation for international law, and it is establishing the intent and the proportionality, because we have to see if the systematic or the pattern of repeating this kind of attacks is really fits under the category of a war crime or not.